Okay, so here we are. It's Wednesday. So I'm looking at last week. So last week we did being big and small at the same time. So when I did my reflection after the practice, so the words that came up was like big was get out of my way, strong legs, grounded, contained creativity. And small, it was frustrated, confused, hopeless, determined. I'll stamp my foot. I used to do that when I was little. Not knowing what to do. And then a baby in diapers. So this is what my reflection looked like last week. And this is all about self-awareness, learning more things about ourselves. Today it's May 15th. And the title is When Anger Arises, Remember to Pause. So I have already written down May 15th. When anger arises, remember to pause. So let's see what Pema has to say about this. When you feel like a keg of dynamite just about to go off, patience means just slowing down at that point, just pausing, instead of immediately acting on your usual habitual response. You refrain from acting, stop talking to yourself, and connect with the soft spot. But at the same time, you are completely and totally honest with yourself about what you are feeling. You're not suppressing anything. Patience has nothing to do with suppression. In fact, it has everything to do with a gentle, honest relationship with yourself. If you wait and don't fuel the rage with your thoughts, you can be very honest about the fact that you long for revenge. Nevertheless, you keep interrupting the torturous storyline and stay with the underlying vulnerability. That frustration, that uneasiness and vulnerability is nothing solid. And yet it is painful to experience. Still, just wait and be patient with your anguish and with the discomfort of it. This means relaxing with that restless, hot energy, knowing that it's the only way to find peace for ourselves or the world. Okay. So, and then finding two concepts to explore. And maybe, so what I heard was suppressing emotion. So suppressing emotions and feeling them. So maybe the two ideas is when I suppress something, I go numb because, I go numb, so I don't feel it. So maybe it's, am I suppressing or am I feeling? So maybe we're playing with those two concepts, suppress or feel. She talked about connecting to that soft spot. And the soft spot, okay. Let's do suppress and feel. Or pick something else that works better for you. Okay, so finding your seat. Sit up tall. Look at your feet, lifting the heels, lifting the toes, slowly bringing the mind, getting rid of all the storylines and bringing the mind here to the present moment. You can look at your feet. That helps to become more present in this moment. And then maybe place your hands on your knees and then starting the cat-cow movement. Notice how the breath is aligning with your movement if you let it. Maybe just notice, when are you inhaling and when are you exhaling? And then come to stillness. Find your two sitting bones. The two concepts that we are exploring, that we're choosing to focus on today. One is to suppressing or go numb, and the other one is to feel. Am I suppressing or am I feeling? Maybe transfer the weight from one to another. So sometimes we feel and sometimes we suppress. Come back to stillness. And then use your fingers, gently tap at the crown of your head. Imagine that you're opening up that sushumna, the chimney, to allow the breath to travel through you, from the earth, all through you to the universe. And so back and down, that's cleaning the sushumna. Maybe notice on the inhale, is your breath moving up or down? So there's no right or wrong here. It moves, you know. So just notice. Today when you inhale, is it going up or is it going down? There's no right or wrong. And then take your hands and place your hands on your rib cage. And now, as you inhale, allow your rib cage to expand. And on the exhale, allow it to release back. Inhale, expand the rib cage. Exhale, release. Inhale, allow the lungs and rib cage to expand. Exhale and release. One more time. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Okay. Look at your hands. Blinking, bubbling stars. All the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Straighten the elbows. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then reach and reach and reach and reach. And then open up, look behind you, let the fingertips move away from each other. Breathe. And then release. Lift the shoulders a few times. Look at your fingers, blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands the way that feels funny. Turn the hands over, straighten the elbows, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then reach and reach and reach and reach. Allow the arms to open up, look behind you. And then release, lift the shoulders a few times. Okay, arms in cactus. And then gently twist from side to side, thinking about those two concepts, suppressing and feeling, suppressing and feeling. So sometimes we suppress our emotions and sometimes we feel the emotions. And then maybe think about what is your pattern? Is your pattern to feel the emotions, or is your pattern to suppress the emotions? And that would be the current or the pattern that is easy for us to do. So we keep on doing it unless we decide to do something different. And then whatever that is, what would happen if you did the opposite? What would happen if you did the opposite? Release. And then let the knee and elbow connect. So when the two concepts connect, suppressing and feeling, what happens? And then cross the midline. And then stay there, stay there, stay there. Maybe straighten the back, the back hand. Look behind you, stay there a little bit longer than you want to. Breathe. And then try the other side. Okay, and then try both. You can stay here or you can play around. Find something that works for you. And then stay a little longer than you want to. And then release down. Okay, wide and stable stance. Okay, so the two concepts we are playing with are suppress and feel. Suppress emotions and feel emotions. So often we have an idea what those are, and then when we start exploring it, it might change. Yeah. So maybe I think, oh, suppressing emotions, that means this. And then after a while, okay, it means this, but it also means this. So that's why we do this, to widen our understanding of the two concepts. And then, so this is very black and white. You know, we only using two concepts, suppressing emotions and feeling emotion. What's in between? What are all the colors? See, talked about rainbow cookies. What are all the colors in between black and white? What's in between suppressing and feeling the emotions? And then come to stillness. Okay, let's start with suppressing. So suppressing emotions, look at your hand, pick a color, dip your fingers in the color or in the paint, and then draw that picture. What is suppressing emotions to you? What does it look like? When does it happen? How is it helpful, or how does it stop you? Draw that picture. And then release. And then feeling the emotion. So you take that paint. What color would you like to use to describe your experience of feeling the emotions? Feeling the emotions. And then release. And then jump your feet together. Look at your toes. Dip your toes in ink. And then write the story. What's the storyline behind suppressing emotions? What's the storyline behind suppressing emotions? And then step out wide. Elbows to knees. Breathe. Release the hands down. Inhale, come back up. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Gently guide the knee out right, wide. Stay there. And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg goes on top, that one goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then find eagle posture. Now imagine an eagle that is suppressing its emotions. What does it look like? How does it feel? How does it move? What's happening? And then let that bird fly away. Let it fly away. And then look at your toes, dip them in ink, and then write the story about feeling the emotions, feeling the emotion. What's the story behind feeling the emotions? When do you do it? What happens? How is it helpful? And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, breathe. And then place your left hand on the floor, the right hand on the right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, push into your hands, come a little deeper into the twist. Maybe raise the top hand up towards the ceiling. Okay, let's add something here. Take that top hand, thread the needle, place it on your left ankle, and then walk the left hand forward. Release, come back, elbows to knees. Place your right hand on the floor, left hand on your left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, look up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, push a little harder into your hands. And then maybe raise that top arm. Thread the needle. Walk the right hand forward. Look underneath your armpit, kind of. And then release. Come back to elbows to knees. And then all the way back up. Bring the foot onto the knee. Open up the toes. Guide the knee out wide. And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that one goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then find your eagle. Find your eagle. Now this eagle feels its emotions. So what does that eagle look like? What is happening? How does it move? What's going on? And then let that eagle fly away, fly away, fly away. Okay, blinking, bubbling stars all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over. Breathe. Now bring the hands behind you. Open up the arms, slowly spread your wings, and then fly out. Fly up. Maybe widen your feet a little bit so you can be more stable as you're flying. Then turn the palms up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dive. One more time. Inhale, up. And this time, exhale, and then bring the arms behind you. And then stay there. Breathe. Notice any tightness in your arms and shoulders. Be kind to yourself. Use the breath to smooth, clean, rinse, heal. And then release the right hand, shake it out, bring it up and over. Maybe allow the fingertips to move towards each other. They don't have to connect. And you can just imagine how your fingers are connecting. And then release that hand down. Release the left arm, shake it out, bring it up and over. And just imagine how your fingertips are connecting. It doesn't have to physically connect. You can just imagine how the fingertips are connecting. And then release that one down. Let's widen the feet and then fold forward. Inhale, come back up. And then release the arms. Okay, now bring the heels a little closer. We're going to build strength in our legs. Big inhale. Exhale. Come up to stand. Let's do 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Big inhale. Exhale. Let's pick 10 again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stick it out. Big inhale. Exhale. And then we're going to stay standing. Okay, we're going to start with a breath of joy. 3 inhales and 1 exhale, starting with the arms out wide. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. And then let the arms go. And then allow the knees to join the sun. And then let the knees and elbows connect. Crossing the midline. And then finding position of power. Finding position of power. Place your hands on your power center, solar plexus. Inhale in. Exhale, open up. Inhale in. Exhale, open up. Inhale in. Exhale, open up and stay open. Stay open. And then release back to position of power. And then starting to build external support. What does external support look like to you? And then lean and lift. Maybe lifting that leg a little higher. You notice how both external hips on both legs are working. And then try the other side. And then taking skillful action. Okay, now, so working with 2 concepts, we all have patterns. So whatever pattern, is your pattern to feel your emotions, or is your pattern to suppress your emotions? So maybe those are the 2 concepts, or pick something else that works for you. And so you want to push the pattern that is not helpful away, or the one you're overusing, to allow the one that you're underusing to come in and then to balance it off. So yeah, so let's pick something. Could be two other concepts too. So pick whatever you feel that you need to do less of, and give it a shape, a form, a color, a name. Push it away, push it away, push it away. Maybe give it a kick to stay away. And then you have created space for new, better patterns to take its place. And let's celebrate that balance with the sun salutation. So we're trying to create more balance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. And then stay there holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. And release. Okay, starting in Tadasana, stepping back to Warrior One. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight, right heel comes off, take a big step back. Build your foundation, build your foundation. When you have that wide and stable foundation, both hip bones are facing forward, then the arms comes up. Release the hands to your back pockets. And then transfer your weight forward into Warrior Three. You can use no hands or two hands or one hand. And then find your way back to Tadasana. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra, transfer the weight, step back, build your foundation. Okay, inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra, transfer the weight, right heel comes off. This time, step back to Warrior Two. So open up the pelvic halves, moving into the second chakra, the right to feel, the right to feel. One arm in the past, the other one in the future. And then staying right here in the present moment. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Breathe into that left lung. Coming back to warrior two, hand on the chair, extended side angle. Back to warrior two. Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, release the hand down to the chair. Left hip moves back. Gaze comes up, maybe the hand comes up too. Triangle posture. And then moving back the way you came into it, back to warrior two one more time. Hands on the chair, stay there for a moment. And then transfer the weight and lift that back foot out, up. And then finding your way back to Tadasana. Other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra, transfer the weight, take a big step back, open up the pelvic half, moving up to the second chakra, the right to feel, the right to feel. One arm in the past, the other one in the future. And then we are right here in the present moment. Flip the front hand, reverse. And then breathe into that right lung. Moving through warrior two to extended side angle. Back to warrior two. Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, release the hand down to the chair. Let that right hip travel back. Trikonasana. And then find your way back to warrior two just for a moment. Place the hands on the chair, stay there, stay. And then transfer the weight forward, pick that back foot up. And then finding your way back to Tadasana. Okay, starting at the top of the mountain, building your mountain, find that part of you that's strong and steady. Explore that top of the mountain. At the top of the mountain, there are some pockets with soil. Drop the seed. Watch the water and the sun do whatever they need to do. And then allow that seed to grow. Allow the seed to grow. And then find your way back to the mountain. And maybe there's another pocket there. There's another pocket with soil. Drop another seed. Transfer the weight. Allow that seed to grow. And then finding your way back. Okay. Feet a little wider than your hips. Spread the toes. Knees get closer, like a Virasana version. Open up the toes. And then if you want to, you can release the hips towards the space between the heels. And then come back up. Use your thumb. Think about suppressing your emotions. Pick a color. Draw the big circle. Give that heel a little dot. And then try the other thumb. Feeling your emotions. Big circle. Give it a dot. And then what happens when you mix the two colors? When you mix the two colors, big circle, hands in your back pockets. And then if you want to bring your awareness to your heart space. And then release, untuck the toes, let the, actually we can keep the knees together. Let's keep the knees together and feet together. Sit back on your heels and let the head come down. And then come back up. Clasp the hands, create that stable base. Tuck your toes. Lean into your support. Bring the knees off just a few inches. Stay there. Breathe, build strength. Release down. One more time. Come up a few inches, stay there, build strength. Breathe. Release down, and this time we're going to go all the way up. Okay, lean into the support, come all the way up. And then bend your knees and come all the way up to standing. Okay, so let's listen to Pema one more time and see, maybe something has changed. So often we have or I have an idea of what the two concept is in the beginning of practice, and 1 hour later, when I read this again, sometimes things have changed or shifted. Okay, when anger arises, remember to pause. When you feel like a kick of dynamite just about to go off, patience means just slowing down at that point, just pausing, instead of immediately acting on your usual habitual response. You refrain from acting, stop talking to yourself, and connect with the soft spot. But at the same time, you're completely and totally honest with yourself about what you're feeling. You're not suppressing anything. Patience has nothing to do with suppression. In fact, it has everything to do with a gentle, honest relationship with yourself. If you wait and don't fuel the rage with your thoughts, you can be very honest about the fact that you long for revenge. Nevertheless, you keep interrupting the torturous storyline and stay with the underlying vulnerability. That frustration, that uneasiness and vulnerability is nothing solid. And yet it is painful to experience. Still, just wait and be patient with your anguish and with the discomfort of it. This means relaxing with that restless, hot energy, knowing that it's the only way to find peace for ourselves or the world. Okay, so with that in mind, let's find your seat. We have about 9 minutes. Sit up tall, bring your awareness to your breathing, noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale, and then I'm gonna be silent. Here we go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your head from side to side. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. If you want to, bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay, if you want to now, you could take your journal, and the two concepts that I identified, maybe you picked something else, was suppressing emotions and feeling emotions. And then you have the structure for a 10-minute reflection, if you want to do that. And that would look like, so that's the structure with the title and the two concepts. And it's all about self-awareness. You know, it's for you, no one else. I'm choosing to share it with you, but you know, that is unusual.